joining us on the Sentinel Digital. This is an extremely unexpected news that we got a couple of minutes earlier. What's your thought on her? How would you like to remember her?
It's actually, I am still unable to process the whole thing, because even though we all knew that it was very serious, but she was always so full of life, and even when we were chatting, even when we were messaging, she was always so full of life and so responsive and always positive. So it's difficult to process that this has happened it's actually happened suddenly for all of us.
Yes.
And, when I think of her, I can't process that, but when I think of her as a beautiful and vibrant and talented and very friendly person who went out of her way to be kind to others. And of course, she was a multifaceted person. She, writer, I know her as a co-writer. We were in many events together, and we were always together in these events. So, of course, a writer, an excellent teacher, I know that, contributing to society in so many ways. And of course, she was, actually she was a public persona, well known in her several ways, several spheres in which she was active, a very good friend and a very good person generally. So, it will be a huge loss for all of us. It will be a huge loss for the state, for writing. And her last book, and throughout her illness, she took solace in writing. That was such a beautiful thing. She wrote beautiful poems. She wrote this book about her journey with cancer. Yes. So, yes, she gave it a good fight, but I wish it had not happened so soon.
Absolutely. A very, very sad news indeed for everyone who was associated with her and who followed her work. I remember, looking at her on the national television, as a news anchor.
She would be a very good anchor. She was. And for all her, whatever she did well. And even her friendships, she maintained them very well. It was very heartening to see the circle of friends who surrounded her.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for speaking with the Sentinel Digital. I know that you are out of Assam and you are on a very important assignment, but even then you gave us a lot of important information on Srutimala Duara. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.